What is up, ninjas? My name is World, and today we're gonna find out why it's so damn hot. And that is because Deceiver, your next tech house Soundset, is finally out. It's gonna include a sample pack with drum loops, drums, one-shots, my cringy vocals, of course, as well as 6 construction kits for you guys to get inspired from, to take from it, to steal from it, and use in your own track, and 142 Serum presets. So today we're gonna be looking at that, guys. And first off, let me say thank you guys to those of you guys that would join me live stream after live stream for the past 2 months in creating this pack. Thank you for your suggestions, the sounds you guys requested, the sounds that made the cut for the pack. Let's see what's up, and let's get straight into it. All right, guys, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to look at is some of the ARPs. First one we have here is Annoying Square. So it's going to be a really weird ARP. Essentially, it's created by modulating the level of oscillator A here to give it the rhythm that you want, and then from there using a LFO2 routed to the coarse pitch. I've made a tutorial about this on how to get these, so make sure to check it out if you haven't. But that's going to be one of the presets there. As we move along to the next one, we have an ARP called Lava. Definitely a very crazy one. You can change the speed. You can do a lot with it, of course. So what sells this effect, as you can hear, is going to be the downsample and the formant. So if you're the type of guy that likes to reverse engineer presets to see how certain stuff is done, there's going to be a lot of opportunities in the pack for you to do that, how to make bass lines properly to sound good coming out of Serum. Okay, there's another one here called Storming Area 51. Essentially... Okay, so I just wanted to make a melody that was like Area 51-ish, so... When we go in September 21, I better see you there. I'll be blasting this through like a big monitor, guys. Now we have the bass lines. This is where the majority of the pack is going to be at, and when you're going to find the majority of the sounds you're going to use, as a lot of tech house does have leads and ARPs, but the meat, the heart of it is going to be in the bass lines. The first one we have here is called Acid Blast. Very heavy bass line. If we move along, ain't no vibe like a tuba. It's gonna be more of a one shot, but I mean, if you can figure out how to use this as a bass, dope. You can lower the attack if you want. Get that bass, but I think it's gonna be best used. You can also add that kind of dum 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 vibe as a layer, as I do have a lot of brass shots in the lead section. Next one we have is the Concentrate one. This one had to be in the pack. I just love the song so much. That bass and that kick that they have just hits so hard whenever I hear it in the car. I forgot. I'm struggling to concentrate. Very standard square, but what sells it is the distortion and the compression that is also applied to it. That's what makes that sound just sound the way it is, the snap on it. Next we have is B.A. Dillon, which is a hard 808 bass stomp. So this one is still in the Nathaniel bass. You can turn it into an 808 if you want. Just increase the release, hit it fast. And then add a bit of mono legato if you want to join the hip-hop crew. You can use this pack for that too if you want. I think I'm just playing like house bass lines. I've been doing it too long. Okay, let's see. What's another good one? Liplayer, Li Brown based bass line. So a lot of people were requesting the Search My Love one by Li Brown. It's a great song. Had to remake the bass for it, which is very heavily square bass, as you guys can see. I have a square layered up in octave. That's how squarey it is. Bit of OTT that can be added from there. Plus that. But it's a really nice bass line to create Li Brown style of basses. Next we have are the FMs, guys. Now there's going to be a total of 5 FM bass lines, but I think there's way more in the pack. I just decided to put like a little organized part. But these are going to be more of the Chris Lake, Lies and Deception, Fantasy style of bass. So essentially we have a bit of a mod going to our wavetable that it comes with Serum called FF Add Second, which is an FM based wavetable, and that's what creates that nice little kind of hit as well as that change in the bass line. Okay, as we move along, again we're gonna have a couple of those. Here we have one called Garage Square. This one is inspired by a track we heard. Like I said, I did live streams and people would watch me make these sounds live, and one of those was a Claude Van Stroke live set from Mixmac. He played like this very gnarly square. Kind of square bass like that. It just sounded great. It had to be in the pack. You can make it sound weird if that's what you like. But again, some really good stuff there. Girl, what you talking about? I don't think I need to explain this one. I made a tutorial on it, so. Okay, you can make the white top here with a layer. You can add a solid. You can do a lot with to create stuff like that with it. Next one that's interesting we have is the Jackback re. So if you heard their song Survivor, I think it's from Survivor or their first one, Sometime. I wanna make my hands sometime. There's this really nice reese in the break, which sounds disco-ish. I think I like to say that. Wow, just sounds really great. If you wanted to try, it sounds like this. So I really had to add that. I heard it and I was just like, that has to be there. Let's do it. Next one we have is the Jackback bass. This is the last piece we'll look at because you're going to explore the rest. But I suck when it comes to those groovy basses, but you get the idea. It's a very nice bass that has this sort of funky kind of like bass guitar vibe to it, so I really like that one. With that being said, guys, those are going to be some of the bass lines I'll show you. There's a lot more. I didn't even reach the halfway mark. I almost did, but you're going to find a little bit of everything there, guys. Sign based summer camp, you know, some people requested those kind of bass lines, which again are very FM based. Next thing we're going to have are going to be effects, like this one's called Alien, which again, this one is inspired more by Billy Kenny, which is another good tech house artist with some very unorthodox and very different style of effect shots. It's just really cool. It sounds like an Alien, Area 51. You can switch the speed, mess with that to get really cool effects. You can sample, bounce it down, and use the parts you like. As we move along, we have Annoying Alarm. Play around with it. I mean, you can even and just get some really cool stuff. Again, a lot of these are going to have mods that you can switch over time, but I do recommend if they don't have any pitch automation for you to do the pitch bench yourself. That I've left that open for you guys to use for certain sounds. Because we got that down. Farting down Crenshaw is another cool one. Hype side, one of my favorite effects. It's so simple, but when you hear it, it's kind of like an ASMR sound in the fact that I'm sure you guys have heard that sound a lot in some tech house songs, and I had to put it. I heard it in the club hype side, and if you play it fast, to me it sounds like Pac-Man. It's gonna eat something, but yeah, that's gonna be good. So again, play around with the mods, because a lot of these sounds I could have made 3 versions of this laser for you with different wavetables, but instead what I did, I added mods, so yeah, you guys can switch the sound up and pick what you like. So think of it as 3 presets in one, if that's the way you want to see it. Next one we have is similar to that, but it's called Metal Hit. This one's cool. I mean, you can essentially put it in envelope mode, so you can give your own rhythm to it, but it's just meant to be a very kind of like metallic hit. Okay, you can open, you can make it more like so. Some mods there. A low pass filter to make it punchier and not so high frequency based. Okay, those are gonna be some of the effects there, guys. Again, there's a couple more to go by, but they're gonna be the basic ones, the fundamental, the staples that you need. You know, of course, you know, like the little pitches of the signs and all that good stuff. Now, as we move along with the leads are gonna be a little bit of everything as well. I'm not gonna lie, the leads are gonna be more Dirty Bird oriented as well as shot oriented, and you'll see what I mean. For instance, this one. Of acidy style. We move on to the next one, Aphrodisiac Gene, which is a Gene Ferris track. It was just a shot he had in the song, which sounds goofy. Anytime you want a saw to sound kind of weird, put a bandpass on it. It helps a lot. Of course, you know, you can't have tech house without the Armin van Stroke lead. You can get rid of it if that's what you want. This is going to be one of those beep, boop, beep, beep shots. And what I mean by it is they're going to be more of those kind of shots. Which are going to be kind of like little single one shots. You can definitely play stuff like as those little nice melodic motifs and themes that a lot of Dirty Bird artists like to use, like Clap Von Stroke and whatnot, are super cool. Here's we have one called Deceiver, which, you know, from the song Deceiver, Girl What You Talking About, Chris Lake, Green Velvet. Dom Sauce, another cool one. It's just gonna be one of those sexy leads you hear a lot in Mogish style too, and you can have, so you can do like Walker and Royce effects. There is a mod for that, but again, you guys already knew how to pitch down and okay. As we move along, here's another cool lead, Escobar, of course, you know. Hey Pablo. Okay, so there are gonna be a bunch of those. Got a little fairy preset. These are gonna be, again, those kind of shoddy, which are weird and funky and funny. I don't know why they just work like. These are meant to be more like one-shot leads, which you use in like a tech house song. You know, as we go along, Gus is in my house. I don't need to explain that one. It's a great song and it has this really nice lead. Inferno, Jackback lead, and then here we have the Lies, Deception, Fantasy. I'm sure you guys have heard that in the new Chris Lake song. Here we have another one. I heard in the Cloud Van Stroke said, I just don't know how to play those melodies, okay? So those are going to be some of the leads, guys, that you guys can check out. There's going to be more brassy leads, more one-shots, and there are going to be 2 train horns in the pack, okay? As we move along, last I'll show you guys are the plucks. Now, this is the first one. Do you like what you see? It's just meant to replicate like a similar pluck like the one he uses in Stay With Me. So a lot of these plucks are going to be that way. This one's going to be more of an acidy style pluck. So again, these are kind of one shot style of plucks here. Ice Cream Homie. I forgot what song it was. I think it was from like those very goofy tech house songs. Okay, Mellow Me Down's another good one. Very simple, but I like. It's just so pleasing to hear a sign with such a Tommy vibe to it, okay? With that being said, guys, those are the presets I will show you guys. Now, let's move on to the samples. All right, guys, now when it comes to the sample pack, pretty simple, 1.1 gigabytes worth of samples. We're going to have bass loops, which are going to essentially be kind of like ideas you can put with a kick. Just don't forget the side chain. So you can mess around with those. I did record bass one-shots from my Moog Sub 37, as I know a lot of you guys like that. So the Deceiver lead, I had to make it there. So I'm not gonna lie, the bass one-shots are heavily analog influence in the sense of a lot of those Tommy basses, some saw basses, and some square basses. As we move along, guys, we do have our construction kits here, which are gonna have a total of 6. You can hear those on the website, on the demo of the website, so I'm not gonna show those. However, we're also gonna have short fills, long fills, drum one-shots like kicks, cowbells, the fundamental stuff that we need, bongos. I do have bongos in the back of my room there, so you can check those out. Effects, everything needed, guys. And vocals, of course, with my cringy vocals. If you think it's cringy, but there's some good stuff in there. Bounce down, left and right. That rape booty looks mighty fine.
Elevate, feel the bass.
Dance with me. 2-step to the beat. Dance with me.
Get down to the sound of this beat.
Baby, I don't need no dollar bills to have fun tonight. All I need is you to get hyped tonight.
On my way to the party in my murcielago.
Late night lovers.
Mind control.
No sleep.
This is the sound that makes you go loco, makes you get freaky, makes you wanna dance. Welcome to the pharmacy. What do you need? We got all that good shit. We got all that good shit. Looking to get high, explore a new world. We got all that good shit. We got all that good shit. So those are gonna be the vocal phrases. They're cringy. They're not. I don't know. With me, people can use them. People have used my vocals before. So me hearing them, I feel cringy. Maybe you don't, guys. But essentially, that's going to be the pack. I'll let you guys explore it. And my camera just died, guys. But again, always thank you guys for supporting my work. If you like what you heard, make sure to check it out at evilsounds.com. Best way to support me. And thank you guys for those of you guys that have and do. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. I wouldn't be able to make YouTube videos. I would have to get a real job. But thank you guys for allowing me to be a sound designer, for using my sounds in your music. It's always a privilege. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. And I hope that you guys enjoyed Deceiver, your next Tech House sound set.